Hi everyone, this is Rishabh Chatterjee and in this video we'll be speaking about how is behavioral type interview conducted. Now why is this important? Because as a candidate, if we know what are the points that interviewer is looking for, it is easier for us to frame the questions in that way. So let's start with the points one by one. The first point is the questions that the interviewer is going to ask is going to be based on relevant to the skills and abilities for that particular job. So suppose you might be thinking in this behavioral type of questions that Rishabh, what are the questions that they can ask? Like there are so many questions, but for every job there are particular skills and abilities that is required, and the interviewer will try to test you that whether you have those skills and abilities or not. So based on that particular job, try to frame similar answers and stories so that if suppose there's some different kind of question that the interviewer asks also, you can tweak your answer relevant to that question. Point number 2, star approach. Now we have already spoken about star approach in the previous videos in detail, but the interviewer while framing the question also uses star approach. So it becomes easier for us because interviewer is also using star approach. We are also going to answer using star approach. So overall you will be able to give the answer more better. Now star approach, suppose you haven't watched the previous videos, the video link will be in the description, but STAR, star means that S for situation, T for task, A for action, R for result. For more details, video link will be available in the description. Point number 3, rating scale. Now this is something that is not that important to us as candidate because at the end we are more concerned about the result. But for each question, the interviewer will be testing you out how good you are giving the answer. So there are like few scales that interviewer use, like far exceeds requirement, meets requirements, below requirements, significant gap. So these are the few rating scales that the interviewer can use. Now this depends on interviewer to interviewer, but just that we should know that for every question is important and we need to give the answers for every question properly because the interviewer is judging you on every question basis. Now we will come to know only the final result, but every question you need to give the answers properly. Point number 4, follow-up questions. Now this is something that candidates become scared. Behavioral type question is already a little bit difficult. On top of that, the interviewer asks you more details. Why is this? How did you do that? Why didn't you do that? Why were you thinking in this particular way? So sometimes you might get overwhelmed. Oh my god, now how am I going to answer this question? So not to worry. If it's a real experience that you have already, something that you have done, you know what was the process, how did you do it, you can easily give the answers for those questions. And that is why it is very important that whatever story you are telling, whatever experience you are sharing, it should be real life experience that you yourself have done. It should not be that you have just created something, because the interviewer will come to know when that person asks you details that you are not able to give the answers properly. So get ready that follow-up questions can be asked for behavioral type questions, and it is very important that whatever you are saying should be something real. You don't just make up certain parts, because then you will get caught that this part is something that you haven't done. So this was the complete information about how is behavioral type interview conducted. Now you know what is the interviewer looking for. You know what is behavioral interview, so you will be able to frame your answers properly. So that was the complete information. If you found this video useful, please do click on the like button so that this video reaches more people. Also, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, share this video with your friends too. Follow us on Instagram at @EdYoda, EdYoda. That is it for today's video. See you again in the next one. Till then, bye bye.